Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am your LEGO host, Polar Bear, and I hope you enjoy this brand new comic book review.
Alright, so today is a very special day. Today is March 30th, 2024. Now, while that means nothing to probably you, unless it is your birthday, then, happy birthday. Today is also the birthday of the Batman, and Commissioner Gordon, technically. But today is the birthday of Bruce Wayne, Batman. Batman celebrates 85 years today, this day, March 30th, 2024. So today is the date that Detective Comics 27 came out, which was all the way back in 1939, which is really long time ago. So here is the review of Detective Comics 27, but here's the thing. So the comic book of Detective Comics 27 is a whole 64 pages, which is, a pretty lengthy comic book. It's double our normal size of a comic book today, but, Batman himself only gets 6 pages. Despite him being on the cover, and this is the first story, he's only on the first 6 pages of the book. So, we're only going to review 6 pages of Detective Comics 27. So, I'm going to need to pan this out a little bit, but, happy birthday, Batman, and I'm so pumped, I'm excited. But, let's get into this review. Well, let's get into the intro and then get into this review. So, let's go.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Polar Bear.
Alright, well, getting into this, Batman was created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. But if you ask Bob Kane, he was the sole creator. I even think it says it on his tombstone. But if that's not true, then, don't. I'll try and throw a picture up if I can find one of it, but, that's also up onto interpretation of how you think how this really is. But it's Bob Kane, Bill Finger. But also the first story, and this story is written by Bill Finger and Bob Kane. It's crazy how that worked. You need someone to write it, hence why Bill Finger is co-creator. It's kind of funny how it gets that way. Anyways, the first story of Batman is called The Case of the Criminal Syndicate. Creative name, I'll give them bad. It's better than, a pretty good amount of names nowadays. Anywho, into the review. We start with Commissioner Gordon and Batman at Commissioner Gordon's home. Also, Batman was written as Bat-Man, like Spider-Man is written, but obviously it didn't stay that way. So, we have Batman instead of Batman. Does that make sense? Anyways, Gordon and Bruce are discussing a new fellow who has appeared of lately, Bat-Man? More like Bat-Man, but during this conversation, Gordon gets a phone call from the police department telling him that Lambert, the Chemical King, has been stabbed and his son's fingerprints are all over the knife. So as Gordon gets ready to go to the crime scene, he kind of just invites Bruce Wayne to come along with him to the crime scene, and Bruce is kind of just like, sure, I'm bored, why not? So they get to the crime scene, and Gordon talks to the cop and is like, everything good here? And the cop's like, yeah. So Gordon goes to the son and is like, so, you killed your dad, huh? And the son is like, no, it could never be me. He was just taking the knife out of his father's back and turned his father over, and he said, the contracts, because the safe was open and some contracts someone stole or something. Somebody stole the contracts. That's what I'm trying to get at. And so far, this story is really Anyways, cool. So, at least we have a motive for the crime, which, considering everything else that has happened so far, not much of it has, made a lot of sense. But anyways, we muster on. The son then explains it could have been one of his dad's business partners that could have done this, and then, one of the business partners actually happens to call the house, and then Gordon talks to the business partner on the phone and is like, Lambert is dead, so that means I'm next. Get me some help. Well, the business partner needs help because, he's gonna die probably. So after the phone call, Bruce Wayne is like, I'm gonna leave. You have your hands full with all this, so I'm gonna go. So then, surprise, surprise, the business partner then gets shot in the next panel. But as the killer escapes, the Batman arrives and stops the killer from leaving with the contract, and Batman just takes the contract and read it, and it goes to a quote unknown destination. Like, all right, thanks. Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna go to this unknown destination. So one of the other alive business associate, Rogers, goes to a named other guy's, Stryker's house, and his assistant Jennings opens the door to greet Rogers. Jennings then, after, knocks Rogers out and then proclaims to him that soon he's going to be in control of everything and puts Rogers in a gas chamber to gas him. Batman then swoops in and grabs a wrench off the table, goes into the gas chamber with Rogers and smashes it inside out. Which I was thinking that, maybe could have done that a different way, but you know what? Batman, do your thing, babe. Jennings then discovers that Batman has freed Rogers, so Batman takes out Jennings as Stryker comes out and is like, what's going on here? But sees Rogers is still alive, so he tries to kill Roger, but Batman stops him. Batman reveals that he read the contract and was like, I knew Stryker was the killer, somehow, and then reveals that Stryker wanted to kill everyone so he could be the sole owner of the company. But after Batman reveals that Stryker pulls out a gun, and Batman whacks him so hard he goes through the safety railing into the vat of acid, and dies. Like, straight up dies. And then Batman is like, that's a fitting ending for him. So Batman just, straight up killed somebody in his first appearance. So, take that as you will. We then cut to Bruce Wayne talking to Gordon about the crime that was solved, and Bruce Wayne is like, that's a funny fairy tale about the Batman. And then he leaves, and Gordon is like, Bruce Wayne, he's a really nice lad. And then we go to the direct next panel, and we find out that Bruce Wayne, dun dun dun, is Batman, which readers weren't supposed to know until the end. But it's kind of obvious when you look at it through a when you have a brain. It's kind of obvious. Let's put it that way. But anyways, that is the first appearance of the person that I love dearly. One of the people I love dearly. Can't say that. The Batman, well, our Dark Knight, our lovely Dark Knight. And today is 85 glorious years of the Batman. Well, mostly glorious. Some years have been kind of eh. This year's been pretty good, but with all that set aside, this review is going to get, actually, I think, my lowest review of all time. It's going to get 6 Lego bats out of 10, because, the story was written in 1939. While it is not a bad origin story by any means, let me just put it this way. This story is 85 years old, and if you have a story that holds up 85 years later that had 6 pages to develop, I'm going to say that it's probably not that. It's probably going to be like, I'm just saying it's not good. It's not as good as I want it to be. But today is still just a great day because we have the Batman. We have, oh, dear God. I mean, this channel wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for the Batman. I probably wouldn't even be in the comic books if it wasn't for the Batman. Okay, that's not true. Maybe Spider-Man. But Amazing Spider-Man sucks. Don't read it. Superior Spider-Man's meh. Spider-Boy's okay. Ultimate Spider-Man is where it's at. If you're gonna read Spider-Man, read Ultimate Spider-Man. But that's not it today. Today's about Batman. Dude, I'm so happy. I wish I had all the money that Bruce Wayne had back then, because maybe I could afford the first appearance of Detective Comics. But I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm excited. I just hope that there's like some big comic book that comes out this year celebrating 85 years or something. But yeah, in the end, I give it 6 Lego bats. It's okay. It could be worse. The only reason I'm giving it really 6 Lego bats is because it's Batman and Bill Finger is now credited. And if I can show you like an old picture of Batman, what he was supposed to look like, we wouldn't have Batman nowadays. I'm telling you right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. And in the comments, please tell me what you think of the first appearance of Batman. But until next time, keep collecting what you like.